We won. We won. Hamden Nation has won, at least for now. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. That what an episode. What an episode. Hamden Nation, man. That Hamden moment. I can't even speak right now. I'm just like, I just wanted to sit here that's crowd. That was crazy. What is up, everybody? Arleezy here, bringing you guys a video here today. And this is the review, Legacies, Season 2, Episode 8. This Christmas was surprisingly violent. This is the video I've been waiting to make since Season 1 ended. And we finally got it. We finally have arrived. We have arrived at this video. And it's the special. It's the most special one. This is what we've been waiting for. This is the video. Hamden Nation, how are we feeling right now? How are we feeling right now? Like this was our episode. This was our episode. We finally got it. We finally got it. The kiss, and it's just, I'm never gonna stop talking about this moment. This is a top 3 moment, Hamden moment already. Like, this is probably maybe their best moment. Like, this moment was just, it was everything. It was amazing. It was amazing. Like, I don't even want to keep talking about it. I want to save that for the end of the video. So let's just get into what happened before that. Like, if I can, I don't even know. Like, this is just so many emotions right now. It's just crazy. All right. First off, we have Clark. He isn't dead. Hope, she has him in the cell, and she turned him into himself, so he doesn't look like Landon anymore. He actually looks like himself, which is smart. You know, you can't have trying to get him and Landon mixed up and stuff, all that stuff. So she switched him back and all that, and he's back to being himself. So that's great. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it with that part. Then we go to Lark. He gets out of the car and it's snowing. It starts snowing. I'm like, yo, what the heck? See, when I was thinking about this, I was like, okay, there's no way that it's already Christmas time, unless they're doing a big time jump, which they didn't even establish how long Landon and Roth were gone, so we don't know if they did a time jump or anything like that. But Hope did say that it's October, so obviously that's far away from Christmas. So that doesn't make sense why this would be snowing. I mean, it kind of does. I mean, you do get snow in October sometimes, or a lot of times, depending on where you live. But yeah, they did not expect snow or anything like that. And yeah, I mean, everybody was freaking out, like having a good time, except for Hope. Hope was not having a good time. Even the Lark knew something was wrong, but he went to go talk to Dorian. Dorian gave him this eggnog or whatever, or this punch, and then Lark just started getting happy and thought it was Christmas time and all that. Then there was no bringing him back. But the Caleb stuff, and we got Pedro. We haven't seen him in a while. Caleb throws a snowball. He throws a snowball at Caleb, and then Caleb throws one at him, and then it misses him, but it hits Hope. Hope is already in a horrible mood. She's not down for Christmas, which is understandable because we learn why she's not, happy about Christmas time, because she lost much of her family and all that stuff, which makes sense. So yeah, we learned that about her. But we get some Caleb and Hope moments, which were cool. I like them. They were funny, especially the eggnog scene where he's just sipping the eggnog, which is disgusting. Everybody else has to sip to get some of that eggnog. He's just drinking it from the spoon, the big spoon thing. Like, yo, Caleb, come on, man. That was a little messed up. I mean, I don't care because I'm not the one drinking it, but have some manners, Caleb. Jesus. Nah, it was funny. It was funny though. His conversation with Hope was funny, and Hope saying if you don't leave, that was funny. That was hilarious. She was so funny in this episode, cause she was just not down with Christmas at all. So it was funny. But yeah, everybody was possessed except for her and Lizzie. Lizzie was just in her bed all day, and she realizes that it's snowing because Hope comes up there and talks to her. And Hope wants Lizzie to go find Landon because she wants to make sure he's safe, which is amazing that she's still looking out for him and he's looking out for her and all that. Like while there's not even, they're so far apart. It was just great, and Lizzie was just like, okay, I'll go find him. And I love how Lizzie just cannot stop calling him names. I really want him to fire back at her though one day, like really, like I really want them to become friends and they just start cracking jokes, coming with funny nicknames for each other. I really want that. And we seemed like we were gonna get that in this episode, but we didn't really get that. Hopefully we do in future episodes though, because I think that's really an underrated duo that I think can become the best duo on the show, honestly, if you put them, because I think they're two of the funniest characters, and they have so many memes, like it. Oh man, there would be so many memes about them. So hopefully we do get that, because I think that would be hilarious if they become like best friends. But we'll see. And then we go to Landon and Roth. They're on the bus, and Landon once again is trying to be a good brother to Roth. When he's always trying to look out for people, even when like they don't really want him to. He kind of pushes it a little bit. He gives Roth a map, because back when Roth was a wolf, he asked Josie to do a locator spell on Roth's parents, and they found out that Roth's parents are still alive, or at least his father is, and stuff like that. Or it was both of his parents, yeah. And he found out that they were still alive, and Roth is just like, okay. He was really, really hesitant and didn't want that. And then when they got there, Landon grabbed his arm, and then Roth just started freaking out. And then Landon was just like, okay, we'll turn around, we'll leave. And then before they can leave, this guy with a shotgun telling her, you're not going anywhere. So yeah, I mean, I really liked their bonding, man. I really, really liked it, man. Landon is always trying to do the right thing and the good thing and help people find out about their past. It could have went really wrong, like the MG thing did, but thankfully it didn't, and this was actually a good thing, a really, really good thing, because his parents were actually cool and all that, and accepted him for what he was. So it turned out to be really, really good. And then we get, man, I did not like this. We got Hope and Clark talking. They were really like acting like friends and stuff like this in this episode. I'm like, yo, Hope, what are you doing? Why are you opening up to Clark? Like, this dude's been trying to kill you since season 1, episode like 4 or 5. I don't even know, but he's been trying to kill you since basically the beginning of the season or series. And you're opening up to him, telling him this stuff. It made no sense, honestly. And Hope letting him go and teaming up with him, I guess, was okay. But then letting him go, I don't know if I would have did that. So I don't know if that was really smart. But she lets him go, and he tells her about the Krampus and all this stuff, and like he hasn't been possessed either. Only everybody else except for them. So they team up and they do this thing, and yeah, they just did this thing. And Clark says that the Krampus is coming after him instead of Landon, which is good. But then the Krampus gets here, and he is not here to help Clark. He's actually here to kill him, and then Hope saves him. I was surprised that she saved him. I mean, not really surprised, but I'm like, yo, why are you saving him? Come on, like, we need to get rid of him. Like, come on, let this dude take him. Let this Krampus take him, and we can be like, good. And like that'd have been great. But Hope has to save people. So yeah. Then we get Lizzie and Sebastian driving, and I guess I didn't catch this part, but I guess Damon gave the twins his car, the car his famous car that he used in the Vampire Diaries. I guess he gave it to Lizzie and Josie for their 16th birthday. I'm not too sure about that. I just know a lot of people were saying it on Twitter, which I mean, I'm guessing that's true. I just missed it. My TV, it kept popping and cutting scenes and stuff like that, and just going to commercials so many times. I don't know what that was about, but like I guess I missed that. But yeah, I guess that's what happened. That's pretty cool, that the car gets to extend into the Legacies. That's great, honestly. That car is so iconic, so that's amazing. But this scene was funny. Their banter, man, it had little shades of Delana in it. Little shades of their banter when they left in season 1. Was it season 1 when they left to go to that town where Damon, he like basically took her to go there. If you know what I'm talking about, when she got into like an accident and something was coming after, but then Damon showed up, you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, that reminded me of that a little bit. So she tests him and he gets out to go eat a deer or something like that, drain it, and she takes off and leaves him. And yeah, so and he pretty much failed her test, but I really like that, he keeps saying, you're into me, and she's like, yeah, I'm not. Obviously, she's into him. Literally, you can't just turn it off that quick. Like, a few episodes ago, she was making out with him and all that. So, you really can't turn it off that quick, and he knew that. He knew how to push her buttons and all that, which we see towards the end of the episode, which was, I didn't really care for the scene, honestly, because of what happened before that. So, I was pretty mad, but it is what it is, it was a good scene. But yeah, Lizzie and Sebastian were driving to Landon, which was cool how she just went so fast. And it's actually showing progress with her and Hope's friendship. Like, they're becoming really, really good friends. The fact that she would just go and drive to find her boyfriend, that was really great. And their friendship is becoming really, really great. Then we go back to Landon and Roth at this house. And the guy, he shows them he has a cage, a wolf cage. And it wasn't for Roth. It was for his wife. He married a wolf, his a werewolf, and his wife was a werewolf, and they ended up having Roth, and she left. He hasn't been able to find her. They thought I can't remember. She's not dead. I'm pretty sure she's not dead. I'm pretty sure she's just gone, because she was like a soldier or a veteran or something like that. And he said like if she wants to, she'll never be found because if she wants to be found or something like that. But basically, she left, and they have not been able to find. She left when she got pregnant, so this guy hasn't seen Roth or his wife in so long, and that was great, man. This whole thing about Roth was great. This whole storyline right here was really, really good, especially for Roth. Really gave him like a little more story. And so I really, really like that. And the fact that he thanked Landon later in the episode was great, man. Like, you can see how happy Landon is for Roth and how thankful Roth is that Landon actually forced him to come here, because it paid off. And the fact that Roth is going to stay with his dad makes it even better, because they can bond and they can build up trust and become like a little family. And I liked how Roth kept saying, you're the only family that I need to Landon. That was great, man. That just shows their bond is so strong. Like I talked about it at the end of the last episode when they got on the bus. In that moment, that I got chills on that bus stop, like that bus moment when they like did the knuckle bumps. That was amazing. Like, that was really one of my favorite scenes of the season. It was so strong. The music made it amazing. I really, really liked it. So yeah, I mean, I love their bromance, their friendship. It's everything, honestly. Then Landon, he goes outside, and then he sees lights. I'm thinking, man, Landon goes outside. So as soon as I saw that, like him going out, I was like, yo, he's gonna get kidnapped or something. Lizzie pulls up, and I'm like, yes, we're about to get some Landon and Lizzie scenes. Like, this is about to be lit. And we do get a scene. We get two. And basically they have this talk, man. You could really see that they were opening up to each other and that Lizzie started to care. There was a moment you could see in her face she really cared. Landon said, I don't want anybody else to get hurt because of me. And she said, okay, come back to the school with me, face Josie and Hope, and they'll help you and we'll take care of you and we'll figure this out. And she's like, we all will, which means that she's gonna help too. Which means like she's on his side and that she's starting to care about him a little bit. It was just great, man. I love that scene. I really, really, really liked it. You could see in his face, like, he's just so scared. So scared he doesn't want to lose anybody. And then some BS happens. Sebastian comes out of nowhere, snaps Landon's neck. Are you serious, bro? Like, come on, I get it, he can come back, but I don't even think Clark did Sebastian know that he could come back to life? Like, or did he, like, I was really mad in this moment. That's why I couldn't enjoy the Lizzie and Sebastian moment. I'm like, yo, you just killed my boy. Like, you didn't even have to kill him. You did not have to do that. That was really disrespectful. Um, and all that. And I guess I knew he was gonna pop back up, but I didn't know he was gonna snap his neck like that. Like, come on, he's not a vampire. Like, and they're really playing around with this Landon, like his lives, man. Like, this Phoenix quota, man. We need to stop killing him. He needs to stop dying. Like, it's getting scary now. I'm actually, every time he dies, it's in the back of my mind. Like, okay, how many more times can he? He's gonna come back, man. Like, we cannot lose him. So, I'm scared. I'm nervous. You know, it's like, you should not be killing him just because he can come back to life. You know, we need to save these lives. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just scared for my boy. But when Lizzie did show up, she said, "Which hop in, Hobbit." Great moment, great line. The look that they gave each other, it was fantastic, man. I loved it. And Lizzie looked like a badass sitting in that car on the top, like getting and like hanging out the top of it. She looked like a badass, and that was amazing. Then we actually get Santa. He shows up. He actually shows up, and then Hope's line of Santa, that was like an epic line. Like her like, it was so soft. It was such a soft line. It was cute. It was so cute, and you know, it was just amazing how she said it. Like, I don't know, like it was just really cute the way she said it. Then we get Lizzie and Sebastian. He's fixing the tire or whatever. He takes off his shirt, and Lizzie's like, "What are you doing? Put your shirt back on." And he's like, "Yeah." He just doesn't put his shirt back on. Keeps it off, whatever. And he's really just baiting Lizzie. He's baiting her, and you know, and like saying that like she likes him, she's into him. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not." She's like, "I'm not." You know, he's like, "You are." I'm not. Nope. And they keep going back and forth. And she walks closer to him. You know, she's about to do this like aneurysm thing. You know, like we saw it many times on the Vampire Diaries. She was about to do that because she keeps trying to tell herself that she's not into him and all that. She walks towards him, and he like grabs her neck. I'm like, "Yo, whoa!" Like, is he? And he got like a little scary there. He's like, "Yo, you must have forgot like I'm powerful too," or something like that. So he puts his hand around her neck, and I'm like, "Oh snap!" Just about to get like, is he about to really be bad? And then like she like talks to him, and it gets pretty steamy. They do the deed on the car, which is awkward, weird, because Landon is right. His dead body is right in the trunk. So I'm like, you couldn't have done this, like, you know, like waited a little bit. Also, they put Landon's body in the trunk. She knows he's a phoenix. He's gonna light on fire. The car could light on fire. Was she not thinking? Come on, we need to think here. I tweeted that during the episode. I'm just like, yeah, that's not the smartest thing to do. Why not just throw him in the back seat? I don't think that car has a back seat though, low key. So I mean, maybe the trunk was the only option, but still, you should have left it open or something like that, because that's just not smart, honestly. But yeah, Sebastian and Lizzie, they get it on, and then they have this beautiful talk, you know, like he wants to come to the school, he wants to stay there because he feels safe there. It feels like the only place he belongs, and he just likes it. It's just nice there, which was a beautiful moment, honestly, really, really beautiful. It was just, and they looked at each other, and you could tell that she's really falling for him, and he's really falling for her too, I think. So I really, really liked it. It was just a really cute moment, and they were under the stars in the car. It was like one of those like 80s movies, you know, type scenes. Really, really cute. I'm not sure how much I'm shipping them at all. Like, I don't know how much I am. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it was a good moment. Really, really good moment. I'm sure the Sebastian and Lizzie fans, you know, they're hyped because they got what they wanted in this episode too. They got some great scenes, honestly, in this episode. Like, really good. Then we go Josie. She gives Alaric, her dad, back his desk name tag, like his big headmaster name tag for his desk. And I'm like, oh, okay, he's coming back. He's headmaster now again, which makes sense. That makes sense, you know. He's coming back. You know, I know he wasn't gonna stay at the Mystic Falls High for too long. He couldn't really. It wouldn't really make sense if he did. So he's back. That's great. You know, I was expecting Dorian to be headmaster, but I mean, I really don't think he's fit to be headmaster. So Lark step back in that role is perfect, honestly. Then we get Santa. He gives Caleb a car. A car. Like, and this was a nice car. I don't even know what kind it was. I didn't pay attention to that part. But it was a nice car. Really, really dope car. It was elite. So it was a Porsche or something like that. It was dope. Like, it was red. It was clean. Like, it was fire. Then we get to the moments that this is why I'm making the video. This is why I'm hyped. I'm so excited. This is what we've been waiting for, Hidden Nation. This is what we've been waiting for, people. Like, this is the moment when all stars align. Hope, she's outside. She's looking up at the sky. She sees Santa Claus, the reindeer, the whole thing. Then she looks to her side, and somebody's walking up to her. Somebody's walking up. It's Landon. And they look at each other, and it's beautiful. And then she's like, is this the part where you say something? And she's like walking away, but then he stops her and he grabs her hands. And he's like, can you stay here? There's a conversation I need to have before we have this one. He goes to Josie. And I'm not going to lie. This was a heartbreaking scene. This was sad. Like, I see the chemistry that they had, but I don't want them to be together. But it was still hard to see Josie sad like this. Really, really sad. Like, it just, she's such a good person. She doesn't deserve this. But it had to happen. I love the way Landon said it. You know, he's listed off a bunch of things. I wasn't even writing anything down because I couldn't handle the handed moment that we were about to get. And then this moment, like, it was just so much coming at me at so fast pace. So I didn't write down like everything he said. You know, like he said, I love the way, like, your smile. He just said a bunch of things, like, just really, really nice things. And he started to cry, and she was crying. It was really, really sad. And, you know, pretty much after he says some things, she's like, you're in love with Hope. And he's like, doing the right thing shouldn't be this hard, you know. It was really heartbreaking because this is what he was trying to avoid. You know, this is why he left. Well, part of the reason why he left, because he knew he was going to hurt her. You know, he didn't want that. And I don't know where their relationship goes after this. Can they be friends? I want that, but I don't know if it can happen. I really don't. I really hope it can. I think that'd be a cool friendship. But, you know, I don't know. It's I'm really interested to see how Lizzie handles her, or how Josie handles herself after this. Because once again, she has her heart broken, and it's gonna be interesting, really, really interesting to see how these things play out for her. It was really sad though. It was really sad, but it had to happen though. And I'm glad it happened in this episode and stop dragging it out. And then we get to the moment. We get to the freaking epic moment. This was the best moment of the season, in my opinion. It had everything. It was just the emotion, the love, everything. It was what I've been waiting for, honestly. Everything I wanted from a Handon scene. We have him talking to her, and he says, you know, I thought leaving was the right thing to do, but it wasn't. And, you know, it was just everything. You could see the look on her face. She was just like sad but happy, but it's like you really couldn't get like the perfect read for it. But then he just says, you know, I love you. I was just losing it. I was losing it. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. Him to say I love you, and then, you know, he just says I think I always will, and all that stuff. And I was just losing it in this moment. Like, I couldn't contain myself. I was just like, what is going on? Are we really getting this scene? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe we got blessed with this scene. Like, I didn't think they were gonna have a scene in this episode because they were so far apart. I didn't think they were gonna come back. I mean, I thought they were gonna come back, but I mean, that's just me, wishful thinking, hopeful thinking. But yeah, I mean, I'm just so glad that it happened this way because it was perfect, honestly, perfect. And then she says, "I love you," and all that. I wish I wrote it all down, but I didn't. I'm so mad at myself. I'm gonna make another video because I'm gonna have to make some videos because of the hiatus now. So I'm definitely going to make more videos about this mid-season finale and what's to come and all that stuff, and just to talk to you guys. So comment down below, tell me what you guys want me to talk about in my video, because I'm going to do a theory video, or some of you guys want like a hand-in video where we just talk, or anything like that. Just comment down below, just tell me, give me some topics, whatever, because I'm going to make like 3 or 4 videos at least over this hiatus. But yeah, I mean, this moment was just everything. That kiss, man, he's like, there's only one thing left to say, and he says, "Look up," and it's a mistletoe. We got blessed, and then he just kisses her. This kiss, it might be the best hand and kiss we've ever seen so far. Like, it might be the best one. I'm not sure, but it might be. This kiss was literally perfect. The angles, like, wow, it was amazing, epic. It was epic, and it was just great, man. I can't stop talking about it. I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about it. Like, I'm gonna watch this scene so many times that I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, hopefully people are making edits to the hand and kiss right now. Like, because follow me on Twitter, because I'm not gonna stop talking about it. You know, like, I'm gonna just, I don't know. I'm just so excited and happy that we finally got this scene, because I feel like it's been dragged on so long. I didn't know if we were gonna get this scene. I thought it was gonna take longer, but we here. We did it, Hand Nation. We did it, and it was worth the wait. Honestly, looking back now at the start of the season, it was painful to watch Jandon kiss and not Handon. All the hologram Hope and Landon scenes, even last episode, seeing Simu Landon with Hope, like, it was worth the wait, and we finally got it, and it was definitely just worth it. Yeah, hopefully they still do talk a little bit about her, about what has happened, because I would like to see that. Hopefully no arguments like that, but maybe they talk a little bit and all that. But I just want to see them happy, though. I really want to see Hope happy, and the smile she has when Landon's around, and when they kiss, and when she's just loved by him. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful, and I just seeing it. It's just amazing. Like, just look at her. Just look at them. Just look at the gifts, the scenes. Just look at her when she's with Landon. No, when he's talking to her, her face lights up every single time, and it's amazing. It's amazing. So I love them so much, guys. I could talk about Handon all video, like, all day. I could literally talk about them for 3 hours straight. Literally, like, I love them so much. Like, they're becoming my favorite ship ever, honestly. Like, I would already put them probably like 6th or 7th on my all-time list, honestly. And they're definitely moving up every like couple episodes. They're moving to the top every single time. But yeah, they're amazing. And then we go to Clark. He's looking at the pit, and then, or wait, we got Hope. She was talking to Clark. You know, he was saying like Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, whatever. I was still like, why are we getting these scenes? Like, why are they trying to be friends? Like, why are we kind of starting to feel bad for Clark, but not really? Like, I really didn't feel bad for him at all. But like, why are we getting sympathetic Clark? You know, I'm just like, why? You know, and now all of a sudden. So yeah, but you know, they had this little moment, you know, where they were like, you know, talking on the phone. So it is what it is. I mean, it was nice. At least I'll say that it was nice, because you know, you actually got to see Clark kind of be human, I guess. But I don't know. It is what it is. I didn't really care for the moment, but yeah. But then we get Clark standing over the pit. He's like, "I'm coming home for Christmas" or something like that. And then something takes his head off. The thing under the red coat or red hood. He takes it off, and it's a necromancer. I was shook because what the hell? I was just like, the necromancer. We all thought it was like gonna be Kai or something like that. I'm like, what? Necromancer? I was just shook. I couldn't believe it. We haven't seen this thing since like, what was it? Season 1, episode like 4 or 5 or 6, something like. It was around there, but we haven't seen him in forever. What's his plan? What's his deal? I don't know. Maybe I missed something, if that's even the necromancer, but we're in for a treat, I guess. I don't know what this thing is going to be up to, but we're in for a ride. And yeah, I mean, that's about the whole episode, I think. I don't think I missed anything big. But yeah, I mean, Rolf is going to stay with his dad, which is cool. He was going to go back to school, but he's going to stay with his dad. So it's going to be interesting to see their storyline. But yeah, I mean, I think that's everything. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all the new subscribers. I'm so close to hitting 200. I think I'm like 30 something away from 200. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. It means so much, guys. Just thank you so much. I read every single comment. I comment back to everybody. And yeah, hopefully we can get through this hiatus together, because it's gonna be a long one, kind of, but not, honestly, it's not gonna be a hard one this time, because we got the Handon scene. That's what I needed. I just asked for Handon scene to hold me over until the next part of the season, and I got it. So thank you, Julie Pleck. Thank you for this moment. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and it's been Brother C, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.